I keep it real.
Okay.
100%. Like,
Okay.
I don't lie. I don't lie. I
Okay.
keep it real. The past doesn't matter. It's the past. We're living in the present.
Welcome to the No Cap Show. The past doesn't matter, Rachel.
It doesn't. My past has died many, 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 many times.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? My name is Shisha Zed. Guys, I'm back in here with another episode of the No Cap Show, the show with the most lies on YouTube. But today, guys, we've got a new guest here with us. If you can please introduce yourself to the people, let them know your name, your age, and where you're from.
Hi, my name is Rachel Ayo, and oh my gosh, I have to really tell my age.
Yeah.
I'm 33. And
She said 33, guys, in case you didn't hear that. Nobody wants to tell their age, man, when they come on here.
I don't blame them. Like, I like to keep that little, the mystery about it.
Got you.
Mysterious.
A lot of women do.
It's like, you can guess how old I am, but I'm not going to tell you. So I am originally from Michigan, but I just moved here to Los Angeles in July, and it's been a fun time.
So my next question is, what do you first notice when you meet a guy? First thing you notice.
First thing I notice. Probably what they're wearing.
Okay.
Like, I spend a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to wear, especially if it's a first date. Like, I really want to look good, So if I meet a guy for the first time and he's not looking good, then that's kind of an insult to me. It's like, really?
Oh.
You didn't take that time, you didn't take the effort, to really present, make yourself presentable to me for the first time. Because, first impressions are lasting, right?
Sure.
So if you show up and you're wearing torn jeans and
What if the torn jeans are style though?
Okay, there's a difference. There's a difference between torn jeans.
It's just this hobo style in LA right now going on.
I like the hobo style. I rock that style sometimes myself, but there's a difference though. There's there's a hobo style, but then there's just
you don't want someone looking rough.
Just trashy.
Got you.
I like a really unique kind of style. It's wow, they really they don't look like everybody else. They stand out in a crowd.
Okay.
That's when I see that's when I notice a guy,
Got you.
It's usually wow, I really like his jacket, or wow, I love his glasses, or wow, look at his shoes, I don't know.
You're into glasses?
I like glasses.
Okay.
I like your glasses.
Gotcha.
I would wear your glasses. I wear glasses.
Don't take my glasses.
Can I try yours on?
No. Guys, today we're going to be reacting to a video. Now, this video is actually from TikTok, guys, so I don't even want to get into what the video is about. I'm going to let the video play, and then after we hear about it, then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
I've
good.
got one rule on here, though.
What's the rule?
Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
No cap.
Okay. No cap.
You can't lie.
I will not lie.
Not even a little bit.
Pinky
See,
promise.
you're doing the pinky promise.
Oh, it's a little sweaty.
People have promised many times, man. But people do that, they promise, and then they start capping.
Oh, no. I keep it real.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
I don't lie. I don't lie. I keep it real.
All right. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
When you're talking to a guy, everything be cool and all. But then he start asking you, okay, well, when you gonna give it up? When we gonna, And me, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give it up the day you put a ring on my finger and we have a wedding. And then he gets to, I don't know about all that. Oh, all of a sudden you don't know, huh? So I'm good enough for you to do this and that and take me here and there and be all wild in the bedroom, but I ain't good enough for the wedding, huh? Take your ass over there with the has-beens then.
What was your first impression of that?
You know what? She's right. If somebody is not willing to, commit to you in the way that you want to, someone to commit to you,
Yeah.
then you don't have to give up your body to them. Why would you do that? If somebody's not willing to wait for you for that, then obviously they're in it for the wrong reasons in the beginning. So I think she's completely on point with that statement.
Okay.
Absolutely. I agree with her.
Got you. I'll say this. A lot of the times the reason why men have a problem with women who do that, hold the box ransom,
Hold the box
Yes.
ransom.
Hold it hostage, where they make demands, is because we know that they've given it up before.
Mm-hmm.
So why put stipulations for this guy when it's been given up before without the marriage?
Because when they gave it up before, obviously it didn't work out. And so they learned from their past mistakes of, they gave it up before, and obviously that relationship didn't turn into anything. Or else she wouldn't be on there, like, wanting someone to commit before she gives it up. You know what I mean?
Rachel, that's a really nice answer.
But
it's cap. It's cap.
It is not cap.
It's cap, man. The cap.
It is not
Listen,
cap.
she just sat here and promised, and let me explain why it's cap.
It is not cap.
You're going to tell me that the majority of the times women go around here smashing is because they want to get married? Or do they want some dick?
I mean, it depends. It really depends on the guy. Like, honestly, in my experience, we'll go there.
No. Let's keep it general.
Okay.
Let's keep it general.
Okay.
For women who are young, attractive, out here, you know what I mean, in these streets, hot girl summer.
Hot girl
Are
summer?
they sleep with the guys with the intention of like, oh yeah, I'm going to sleep with him and we're going to get married? Or most times it's just like, I kind of just want to get my rocks off.
I mean, it just depends. It depends on what they want. Like, some guys you meet, you're like, oh, this is somebody that I see potential with. And there's some guys that you meet when you're like, oh, I just want to smash. 'cause
Don't
I'm
you
horny.
think you can make a general assumption based on just what we know and what we see from human female behavior? For example, a lot of times when women meet a guy and they'll sleep with them, it could be at a club, at a party. I don't think anybody's like really out at parties, at clubs and stuff like that looking for a husband.
It depends.
They just want to
It really
smash.
depends. Like, some people are, some people aren't. But, like, in this case, in this video, clearly she was speaking for the population that's looking for, something serious, a serious commitment. But if you're looking to just smash, then just smash. But if you're actually looking to find somebody who's legit, who you want to be with, who you see potential with for a long-term relationship, then you want to make sure that they're invested as well. So you don't want to give it up, like, right away. Because I know guys, and, like, sometimes if you give it up right away, the guy's like, all right, I got my taste, I got the buffet, I'm full. So I'm going to go off and I'm going to go pursue other people. But if you, like, hold back, and you're like, I'm going to keep this chocolate, I'm going to keep this gift, this present, until he shows me that he's worthy of it, then, that can, like, grow into something that might be long term, because the guy's
But then at that point, the guy's only getting with you so he could get the box.
But at least, like, it...
You get what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Let me tell you what her problem probably is. The lady we just watched. Her problem isn't that she can't find somebody because no guy has restraint. It's because a guy looks at her and he doesn't see the qualities that he's looking for in a wife.
In a long-term
Most
commitment.
men, when they meet a woman, they can tell real quick if she's wife material, if she's someone who they should take seriously, or if she's somebody who they just want to smash.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you use, I say this, I've said this all the time in other videos, a woman who uses her sexuality as a way to kind of like leverage you into a committed relationship is not a quality woman, because that's all she has, right? The question is, why is it that when you give it up, men leave? Is there nothing else about you that makes them want to stay?
Clearly not.
Exactly.
That's the truth. Clearly not. But at the same time, like, if you make the man wait, and he waits it out for you, like, he courts you, he takes you out, you go on dates, and you don't give it up, it's showing that, yeah, maybe he is the type of guy who is just waiting for you to say, okay, I'm going to give it up. Or maybe he is that type of guy who's just, wanting to pursue you because he likes to be around you, he wants to get to know you.
He wants to smash. He wants to bust those cheeks. That's what's going on. He doesn't want to get to know you. He wants to smash.
But the
A guy
thing is,
that
like,
wants to
why-
let me finish. A guy that wants to marry you will marry you for other qualities other than what's in between your legs.
True, but it's like, why would you take that effort then to pursue somebody? Like, there's plenty of other girls that could just go smash right away. Why would you take that time to take her out to dinner, go on dates, yada, 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 for the smash, when you could just go to the club, find some girl who's ready to smash right there, DTF, thank you, Jersey Shore, and is, like, ready to go right there.
That's a good question.
So it's like, why would he take that time? And like,
That's a good question. And this is why I'm going to answer it. It's because he has seen that somebody else has figured out the cheat code. There's a cheat code, right? If other guys have smashed, if other guys have gotten in there without having to do what she requires, then he's like, I wonder what that is. I wonder what would make her be that attracted to me. Maybe it's just like the stage of her life that she's at in that time. Maybe it's just the way she views you, right? A lot of times. But if she was a virgin, then it's different. You know what I mean?
How do you know she's a virgin?
Well, that's a different discussion. That's a different discussion. But if she's a virgin, she says I'm a virgin. Most men will take that more seriously than, oh, if you want to smash, you know, you're gonna have to do this and such and such. But you know, these women will have like 2 kids or 1 kid. That's like, especially if you have multiple children or even just 1 child, you don't get to hold it ransom like that because someone's already smashed and done.
That doesn't matter though. They could have gone through a whole different phase in their life where they just realize they don't want to have casual sex. They want to meet somebody who's actually meaningful in their life and have a sacred sexual encounter with somebody who connects with them on all levels. Sex is a sacred act, and it's a spiritual act. I mean, the womb, you're creating souls in here. So there comes a time when a woman's like, you know what, I'm done doing the casual sex thing. I want to meet somebody who I actually can connect with, somebody who's reliable, somebody who I can like depend on, somebody who's going to stay with me, because giving it up is a spiritual and just a sacred act. Like, you're letting somebody enter your body. You're connecting as one. And maybe some women, you know, they've gone through that experience where they've let guys come in and out of them, but it's not fulfilling for them, and they realize that. So they're at that point in their life where they want to meet somebody who they can commit to, who can give them that sexual experience that's,
I got
fulfilling.
you. Let me say
You know
this.
what I mean?
Let me say this. I understand. I truly do get it. Here's the big problem. This is a big problem. A lot of women don't see that because of like female empowerment and like women being able to express themselves sexually like that, they've created a problem for themselves, right? Let me explain. You're saying it's a sacred thing, but if it's so sacred, then why do women go through this phase where they're giving that up? And then ironically, at the very end of their age, I'm looking at the lady who was talking about that. She looks older. She realizes that she's probably kind of coming out of the dating market. Her looks have probably gone down a little bit. Now she wants to get serious, but she still wants to act like her past didn't matter.
The past doesn't matter. It's the past. We're living in the present. Like, your past doesn't
Welcome
matter.
to the No Cap Show. We got to it. This is where it's at. The past doesn't matter, Rachel.
It doesn't. My past has died many, 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 many times. Like, this is present. This is in the present now.
Oh man, here's a problem.
Who you were in the past does not matter. I've gone through many awakenings. I have become a different person than who I was in the past. That doesn't matter. The past doesn't matter. What matters now is the present and what you're living now. If your views on things change, that means that you're evolving. That means that you are changing into a version of yourself that you are presently living. And that's good. We want to evolve as humans. We want to change. We want to learn from our mistakes. We want to learn from the past so that we can become the person that we want to be in the present. So if she, like, let's say that she did date. Let's say that she was smashing everybody in sight. Let's say that she was having a lot of sexual experiences. Good for her, but maybe she's at the point now where she's like, that didn't make me feel fulfilled. I know my worth. I know my self-worth now, and I'm not going to live in the past because this is who I want to be now in the present.
Let me ask you a question. Who decides whether marriage happens? Who holds the key to marriage? Who gets on the knee?
I mean, the man.
Okay.
Like, that's
okay.
like something that's been scripted since the beginning of time, but the
Okay.
times are changing.
No.
Yes, they are. It
No.
doesn't necessarily mean.
Do the majority of men still ask for women to marry? Are the majority of women still looking for a man to accept them as a wife? This is the No Cap Show.
I would say the majority
of men, do they still hold the key to marriage right now? When you hear your friends, are they still talking about,
Yes.
oh, he's going to ask, when is he going to ask? I don't know, you're wasting your time, girl.
Yeah.
Who holds the key? The man, right?
The man holds the key. Yeah.
Okay, so let's not talk about this. We're in a different time, because we're not.
But it's...
And a lot of women who come on this show try to act like we're living in some like female utopia. No. When it comes to marriage, men still hold the keys.
But the thing is, does the woman
still got it, man.
But does the woman have to say yes? No, the woman does not have to say yes.
That's
the
not what
man's
I'm saying.
on his knees and
no. Listen. I'm getting somewhere.
Married.
I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere with this.
Okay.
You said it doesn't matter, right? Your past doesn't matter. The problem is, to the men who hold the key to marriage, it does matter.
Well, then they're not the one for you if they're going to hold on to what you were.
Most men care about a woman's promiscuous past.
Well, that's them then. They're not the one for you. If they care about
So
what you did
most
in the
men
past,
are
then
not for most women.
I guess not.
Okay.
If you're going to be that like judgmental on somebody's past when they've done the work to be who they want to be in the present, then they're not for you. I'll say that again. If somebody is going to judge you for your past, they are not for you. They're living in the past and they're not accepting you for who you are in the present. So, bye.
Would you date a man who has 7 kids and 5 baby mamas?
If he was a good person, yes. If he had a good heart, good soul, yes.
I don't think you date a guy with 7 kids and 5 baby mamas. I think you're just saying that right now to prove a point.
No, I wouldn't.
I think this is welcome to the No Cap Show, guys. This always happens.
No,
she's telling me
that
she's out here. Do you check for those guys?
Do I check for them? No.
Yeah.
I don't.
So you're telling me if you saw a guy and somebody was like, oh yeah, this is my friend, and like, oh yeah, he has 5 baby mamas, a bunch of kids, just living reckless out here, but hey, he says he's changed, man, you're willing to take him seriously?
Well, I would know if he has changed, if he has evolved into a better person, absolutely, yes. But if he is still like being a player, messing around with other women,
you would take on all those
no.
kids, the 7 kids?
I mean, no. For me, I mean,
so you said you would.
I don't know.
You know you wouldn't. You know you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're lying on the No Cap Show. No.
I'm not lying.
We know. We know.
You know what? If the
everybody who's watching this is gonna know this was a cap moment right here.
This is not,
how quickly you answered it.
This is not a cap moment. If that person was a good person, and if those children like needed a mom, needed a mother figure, I mean, yes, I would put myself in that position for that relationship. If I could trust that individual, if that individual was...
How would you base your trust?
Because I would look at their behavior. Are they still behaving in the same way they
but
did?
Their behavior, right? Their past behavior.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's
so
their
you
past
would judge
behavior,
their past
but are
behavior.
they doing their past behavior in the present? That's what I'm saying.
Here's the problem, right? Anyone can lie to you and say that they've changed. And this is what women do. This is what women do. Is especially women who are not as traditional. You know, on this channel, I always say, man, I believe a masculine man and a feminine woman work the best, more traditional, with a man who takes a leadership role. But women,
why do you believe that?
Let me finish. Modern day women today will get to a point where they'll say, oh yeah, I'm changed now. I'm a wife. I'm ready to settle down. But she can't cook. She doesn't know what a man likes. She wants a partnership, right? She says, oh, don't body shame me. I want to eat whatever I want. I don't want to maintain myself, because she doesn't want any type of standards anywhere at all. But for a man, she doesn't want him to be broke. She still expects him to pay for that date. He's still expected to protect her, right, if she gets into some danger. A man's traditional roles have not been forgotten. You as a man still have to represent and be that leader, and you have to carry that burden of performance. But women today, a lot of them aren't getting married. because they think they don't have to do anything at all. Everything I mentioned right now, you seem like you didn't like those things that I was mentioning. But those are things that just men enjoy, the same way that a woman enjoys when a man takes charge and takes a leadership role. But men understand that. But women are like, no, I shouldn't have to do shit. You should love me for just who I am and accept me for who I am because I'm awesome and I'm beautiful and I'm...
Well, why don't you just both feel that way? Why can't there be like an even, playing field where you both feel that you need that type of support and love and you both work as a team?
Why don't you both not have expectations?
Yeah. I don't think there should
because
be really
that's not the way life
expectation.
works.
It can work though. It doesn't have.
No, when you're
like tapping into the system. This is the issue. There's a system that's going on that people are tapping into. You got to get married. The man is the moneymaker. The man does this. The man does that. The woman submit. That she cooks. She cleans. She does this. That is just like old world thinking.
So what's working better, old world thinking or new world thinking?
This is something that's been, let me finish. This is something that's been programmed into the minds of people that this is the way. The man does this. The man is the bread. As I said, this is something that, it doesn't have to be that way.
So what works better, old way thinking or new way thinking?
It depends on the person. Like obviously,
no. Statistically, what works better?
Obviously, you are very traditional. Obviously, I am not very traditional.
You're not listening. What works better, old way thinking or new way thinking?
It just, as I said, it doesn't really. It depends on the person.
Okay,
I can't really say that one thing works and one thing doesn't.
I'm gonna give you a statistic here. You might not like this, but it's the truth.
Okay, where's the facts? Let me see the data.
I'll show you. There's a website. I'll send you everything. Literally, I'll send it to your phone. And we can check it after this conversation. 1 in 4 black women today will marry.
Okay.
Now, in the past, black people married at an ridiculous percentage. It was over 70%. Mm-hmm. Do you think the mindset of the modern woman today is fit to cooperate, and we've talked about the black community right now, let's move it closer to us, to cooperate with the man? The energy that they bring. See, you're saying no expectations. When you go to a job, they look at your history. Literally, every other part of life, what you do in the past matters. But when it comes to a relationship, the modern mindset is my past shouldn't matter. You shouldn't care what I've done in the past. When I will always say, the best tell of somebody and what they'll do is their past. Your credit report. Your bank checks that shit, you know what I mean, before they give you a loan. Your past does matter. But when it comes to relationships, the new mindset now is my past shouldn't matter, especially when it comes to women. You should accept me for who I am. Mm-hmm. I think it does. That's what I've been
saying. That's exactly what I've been saying.
That you should accept me for who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that's... Yeah, I'm saying that's wrong because the past does matter in every other part of life. In every other part of life.
Yeah, but why should it matter in the fact that you're trying to find somebody who you want to be with? Like, that's something completely different. A credit score is completely different from sharing your life with somebody.
Well, I'm talking about the aspect of preparation. So you don't think somebody who's looking to find a long-term committed partner or maybe even a marriage should prepare themselves so that they're best possible person for that situation? A woman should not prepare herself to be a wife. Is that what you're saying?
A woman should do whatever she wants in her life. Whatever fits her, whatever suits what she wants to do in her life. It doesn't have to be for a man. It can be just for the pure fact of being a human being living on this planet. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean that you have to prepare your whole life to be with a man.
No, I'm saying a woman who wants to eventually get married, since men hold the key to marriage.
I mean, if she, everybody has free will to do what they want to do.
If a woman wants to get married in the future, should she prepare herself for that position?
Some women want to do that. Some women don't.
But you see, that's not the question I'm asking. I know some women want marriage.
Should she prepare
if that's
herself,
her goal. And guys, welcome to the No Cap Show.
How would you even prepare yourself for marriage?
Okay. Let me ask you this. How can you prepare yourself to go work a job? Let's say you want to go be a bus. You want to bus tables at a restaurant. What I'm trying to show you is that you've been deflecting my answer because you know the truth is someone who wants to be a wife should obviously prepare to be a wife. This is the way it works in every other part of the world.
If that's what they want to do, if that's what that woman wants to do, then that's their choice. The thing is, like with that video though, she's like, I have a job, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And that's great. Like she's like building herself up. And I think that's amazing. That's great. She's got everything. She doesn't really need anybody else to help her financially. She doesn't need anybody else to help her in her life. Like she's got everything under control. So in that aspect, I understand where she's coming from with that video. It's like, so, okay, so then where does the man come in? You know, that's what she's trying to like get across. It's like she's got this, 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 and this. She's already got all these things that she's done independently. So.
Oh, you're talking about the other video.
No.
That's not the video. The video I just showed is when she makes a guy wait to give it up. Yeah, you're talking about the other video.
We're not showing.
But no, it's okay. It's okay. No, but what you're basically saying is like a woman who's independent doesn't really need a man. And she'll be by herself.
Yeah.
You know.
At that point, it's like,
let me say this:
gonna roll with me, or you not?
And it's also because a woman thinks that all a man brings to the table is finances and dick. And as great as that is, finances and dick, a man brings more than that. He brings leadership. That's okay. That's great. Then if you don't believe that, because a lot of women do, a lot. It's not just you. Most women today, if I ask them like, oh, why should a man qualify you as a wife? They'll say, oh, I have my own car, I have my own house. Men don't care about that shit. Men don't care about your own money. No guy's ever said, bro, she works here. Like, guys don't ask that. They ask, how does she look like? They care about physical appearance. And they also care about how cool the chick is, being nurturing. You know what I mean? These are the things that men find attractive. A woman is nurturing. They care about looks. They care about, is she peaceful to be around? But like money, status, what women have done is that they've mistaken men to be the same as they are. Women find those things attractive. Men find totally different things attractive.
Do you really think that that's like a general consensus?
Every single man. I've never met.
Every single? How many men have you met?
Well, most men. I don't want the all police to come after me, but I'll say like over 90% for sure.
How do you know? Do you know that for a fact?
Yes.
You have data?
Yes. Oh yeah. There's data. There's data.
You've taken data.
There's plenty of data. I'll send you everything we talk about here. Let me tell you this.
Please put the links.
No man has ever said, huh?
I'm sorry. I'm just giving you shit.
No problem. Men don't make up a decision on whether they date a woman or not based on her financial status.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
And the reason why is because women have something, they practice something called hypergamy, right? Which is the act of dating up. It's more likely that a man pulls up to a McDonald's, a drive-thru, meets a beautiful woman, looks at her, she's kind, and he asks her for her number, takes her on a date. This guy could be a millionaire. Take her out on a date, really likes her, he'll turn her into a wife. But a woman who's rich, however, pulling up to a McDonald's, seeing a young guy over there who's not really settled yet in himself as a man, not financially set, it's less likely that she's going to ask him out on a date and then take him seriously as I want to take this guy seriously as a husband. And that's because women date up. Men, we date up, down, wherever. Which is why the more successful a woman gets,
there are some women,
the fewer her options get.
There are some women who do date down, though.
Some, but the exception doesn't make the rule.
That's true. But I'm just saying, like, there are some women who do date down.
Some.
Unfortunately, just because of how everything has been laid out from, thousands and thousands of years ago, this is the expectation of the gender roles. And
it's more than that. It's on a biological level. Because the man is the hunter, he's the provider.
That's true.
And so she has to look for a guy who's going to provide the best outcome for her offspring. She wants somebody who's a killer, who can fucking go out, get the fucking meat, come back home, protect and provide. And to a man, that stuff just doesn't matter anymore. We've civilized the world so much now that there's gray areas, and it looks like we don't look at men or need them on that level. But on a macro scale, men are still producing, providing and protecting, police force, manufacturing
That's
and
true.
producing.
But
It's
at the same time, there's a shift that's been going on for a long time where women are being put into those roles. And things are changing.
are they
Oh yeah.
for the better?
I think so. I think that the gender roles are, in a few, I would say like 10 years from now, like there's not going to really be. I think that the generation right now, the young kids, they're really starting to kind of blur the lines of gender roles, gender identity. And in a few years here, it's just going to be non-existent. Everyone's just going to be doing their own thing. Everyone's just going to be, it's not going to be like you're a man, so you do this, you're a woman, so you do this. It's just all going to be, blurred together. And you see that happening right now.
Okay.
And I think that, with the Gen Z generation, it's something that they're really, adamant about and they're very passionate about. And I absolutely, I stand with them because I feel like a lot of the baby boomers generation, they were very traditional in their roles. And I think a lot of it stems back also from religion in the Bible and just the things that are written in there that say the man does this, the woman does this. But now those roles and the gender identity, they're starting to blur a little bit.
And are marriages failing at a higher rate, or are they doing better?
People are just not getting married. People are staying single. People aren't having babies.
But who produces better children? Married people, two-parent homes, or single homes?
I mean, yes. Like, there's statistics that say that, a child that is
All
born
statistics say that, and no people agree with that one.
in a home with two parents prospers better. But at the same time, what does that two-parent home look like?
Does it matter if the result is a good thing?
It doesn't matter. And I think that that's why those gender roles are starting to blur. Because,
Gotcha.
You see couples of all different kinds of sexes. And that's the difference.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think eventually when we strip down everything in these conversations, I realize that like there's two different types of arguments. There's somebody who thinks that like everything is a social construct and we're all programmed to be men. Men can be women and women can be men. And men aren't naturally masculine, women are naturally feminine. And that's where I disagree. I actually think that women are naturally feminine. I think men are naturally masculine. Now, can you go against your innate nature? Yes, you could go against that, right? We see people do that often. But naturally, the science, I believe, is just there. But I think that's where it comes down to at the end of the day.
I know men who, they identify more in their feminine side, and that's completely fine. Like for me, I have some masculine qualities that I feel like, I'm very independent. I'm very outspoken. I like to take charge in situations. I like to be the boss. And I mean, like those qualities could be, perceived as masculine. And I'm obviously female. So I think that...
Are you happy with where that's gotten you?
Yeah. I'm happy with who I am.
Okay.
And I embrace it and I love it. And I mean, it's taken me a long time to really I think that everybody has masculine and feminine qualities in them. I mean, you just have to embrace those parts of you and realize that you have both qualities, whether you're male or female. It doesn't really matter. You still have, masculine energy within you and feminine energy. I mean, I dress
Gotcha.
feminine. I mean, look at me. Like I'm
Yeah.
wearing makeup. I'm wearing a dress. But it's like I have some
Gotcha.
qualities that I would consider to be masculine. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So going back to original point, if you want to be a wife and you want to eventually cooperate with men, prepare to be a wife. And look at yourself. Don't always blame these people because there's obviously something that they're not seeing in you.
You can't blame other people for your own behaviors. You really cannot.
Okay.
Something I didn't mention, I studied behavior analysis. So this is something that I really studied really deeply in. And you really cannot blame others for your own behavior. And you have to be responsible for that. You have to be responsible for changing your own behaviors too. If you did something in the past that you're not proud of, fix it. Don't do it in the present. That's why I'm saying, that's why the present matters, is because you go back, you reflect on what you did in the past, and you're like, okay, I didn't really like what I did there. But don't take it to your present. Take that time to change it so that you can be who you want to be in the present moment, a better version of yourself, and you can raise your vibration and be a better version for yourself so that you're able to be in a relationship with somebody else at that level, at that vibration. So that's when relationships really work, is when you do the work from the past that you need to heal so that you can be who you want to be in the present.
Would you also propose that if you're younger, you can try to avoid as many problems as possible so that you don't have to be traumatized by life? Too traumatized, but that's also the other option too, right?
I mean, you can try to avoid things,
because problems are going to come. Problems are going to come. But
you can't
if you're
control
younger,
your environment. You have to remember that.
Yeah. If you're younger, and if I was giving a young man advice, I would say, hey man, you want to have a family one day. Well, prepare now, because it's going to matter whether you're a good provider or not. Not only that, learn how to be a leader. That's going to matter too. You know what I mean? Work on your finances, work on your leadership skills. Don't be an emotional man, right? Learn to control your emotions and base your emotions on logic more than you do on just your feelings, because an emotional man is a dangerous man. A lot of guys are locked up right now in prison for things
that... A non-emotional man is also a dangerous man. Somebody who cannot express their emotions.
That's not what I said. I said learn to base your decisions on logic and not emotion. We all feel emotion.
That makes sense.
But it shouldn't be a deciding factor when you're making decisions. You know what I mean? You should try to look at things logically. That's what I'll tell a man, because again, an emotional man is a dangerous man to himself and other people.
But at the same time, don't hide your emotions. Don't suppress your emotions. Because when you do that, that's when dangerous things can happen, because you're suppressing.
It's all in how you express them. And I would say, as long as you're not, your decisions you're making aren't emotionally based, right? That's just life in general. You have to remember the goal. That's how good leaders are made, right? The guy who's the leader, he learns to not let the situation get the best of him.
But at the same time, don't always think with just your head. You
always think with your head.
No.
Oh, the cap is back.
No, the cap's not back. I'm not lying.
You got to think with your heart. You can't
always think with your head. You've got to think with your heart. You got to be in touch with both. You have to find that good medium, that balance.
So I'm playing a violin right now.
He doesn't agree with me on this. But you have to find a balance, and that's the feminine side. When you really look at it, you really want to get into this. That's the feminine side, is when you're looking into your heart. The logical side is more of the masculine kind of thing, the ego. When you let go of that and you look like you make decisions from the heart as well as your head, it's like you're merging both. That's a healthy balance. If you're just doing one or the other, that is not a healthy balance. Like if you're just thinking like from your head all the time and not really thinking from your heart, and you're just neglecting your heart chakra, that is not a healthy balance. You're just thinking egotistically. And that is like very strong masculine energy. If you want to live that way, that's great. But I'm just saying, you're not going to be fully fulfilled. Okay. We're not dating, so. I'm not dating this one.
But I will say this.
No one's ever pinched your cheek like that.
No. I'm going to forgive you for that one. I know. I was like, geez, she's over there pinching my cheek and stuff. Whoa, what's going on, man?
Nobody's crossed his boundaries.
Whoa. Well, I'll say this. If I wanted somebody doing something as important as...
I'm sorry, this is too funny.
if I wanted somebody doing as important as like raising a family or like driving a plane, I want somebody, if it's dangerous, I want somebody that's going to be more logical.
Okay, they can be logical, but you don't have to always be logical.
As much as possible.
You don't always have to be logical. Don't neglect your heart.
Don't neglect your heart.
Don't neglect your heart. Get that tattooed on yourself, right here.
That sounds like some
Don't
shit
neglect your heart.
That sounds like a woman would say.
It's
like
a feminine,
a
that's
female tattoo right there.
You
Don't
know
neglect
what?
your heart, girl.
You know what?
Yeah,
Maybe
guys.
it's-
As a man, you don't get to think like that, man.
You don't get to, but you can.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Dangerous
The
advice.
things I would help him with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open his heart chakra.
Appreciate it. But anyways, guys, welcome to another episode of the No Cap Show. I'll let you guys figure out if there was cap on the show or not.
There was no cap.
Rachel, I appreciate you for coming on. Either way, I really do. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
It's not always easy to have these conversations.
Not always
It's
easy.
not. Hey guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button, man. I appreciate you guys. Also, make sure to subscribe. Subscribe, man. You might think you're subscribed. A lot of people watch my channel, and I know the algorithm pushes out videos. But check to make sure you're subscribed. My goal is 30K subscribers by December. The end of December, actually. So January 1st. Hey guys, until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Yes, cap. What?